Oh, hey guys, welcome. It's a very special edition of Multiplay. Of course, early this morning, the Nintendo Direct happened, which gave us all the details on the upcoming Mario Kart World, which is coming out for Nintendo Switch 2. And so we thought we'd go over everything we need to know about Mario Kart World. So the Direct happened, but everything up until now people have been talking about is really the price and how expensive the game's going to be as Nintendo put prices of games and consoles up in a world where we really can't afford to be paying more for video games. But hey, it's a top-class game. It's a game that you play constantly. I still play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe now, so I've definitely got my money's worth out of that game over the years. What we know so far about Mario Kart's worlds is that it's an interconnected world. For the first time in a Mario Kart game, drift, draft, and drive through a seamlessly interconnected world in Mario Kart World. Courses are linked by roads that connect one to the next, allowing players to experience the thrill of navigating the spaces between tracks as they race across a unified landscape. There's Grand Prix mode, so claim victory in the Grand Prix, a thrilling competition spanning 4 races with each cup, such as the Mushroom Cup, the Flower Cup, the Star Cup, all those regular cups set across the game's vibrant world. For the first time in the series, races will transition seamlessly from one course to the next as part of the Grand Prix. In the Mushroom Cup, for instance, you'll begin on the Mario Brothers circuit, and the second race will take you on an exciting journey from Mario Brothers circuit to Crown City. Master every Grand Prix Cup, and you might unlock a certain colourful legendary course as well. One cool feature was the Knockout Tour. Now, this is where you go on an epic race across the globe in high-stakes extended rallies. So, checkpoints scattered along the way, the pressure's on, fail to make the cut, and you're out. These relentless sprints demand focus and speed, so stay sharp and keep up if you want to stay in the game. But it's not just your rivals you have to contend with. You have to be prepared to dodge vehicles, firing bullet bills, avoid Hammer Bros attacks, and navigate a variety of other hazards along the road as well. It's a battle for survival, so keep your eyes on the prize and race your way to first place. I really like the idea of the Knockout Tour. This is the thing that excited me the most, I think, out of the Direct. They talked more about free roam, so Mario Kart World offers more than just racing. It's a world full of adventure waiting to be explored. So when you're not chasing the finish line, switch gears and enjoy the scenic free roam mode. Discover breathtaking vistas, venture off far into the beaten path, explore coastlines, and uncover hidden treasures as well, like secret coins. This is kind of cool. Activate P-switches that unlock hundreds of missions designed to sharpen your driving skills beyond the track, plus capture the moment with photo mode, take road trips, soak in the sights, and strike your best pose. These are features that I didn't know that I wanted until I saw it, but now I'm kind of thinking, oh, this is fun. This adds a different dimension and more replayability when your friends aren't around to play with you. Battle mode returns, so you can get ready with more chaotic and thrilling action than ever before. Compete to secure victory in coin runners by collecting the most coins, or unleash your arsenal of items in the balloon battle, which has always been a fan favorite, to pop your opponent's balloons, take out all the rivals' balloons, and they're out of the game. It's always been one of the great fun ways to play, right back to the Nintendo 64 days, Super Nintendo days even. Mario Kart World really offers a new way to play the game with new techniques. So you can master all the new charge jump moves to overcome obstacles with ease. Use it to leap onto grindable rails like Tony Hawk's skateboarding. Dodge rival attacks, or launch yourself towards walls for brief wall rides. So chain wall rides together and discover hidden routes throughout the shortcuts. And it seems like there's a rewind feature. So if you make a mistake, then you can just rewind it and then try it again. But I don't know if that's not part of the experience for Mario Kart for me. I'm not excited about that, but we'll see how it plays out in the game. So how many players can play? Up to 4 players can race side by side in split screen mode on one console, which is nothing new, but also one of the best ways to play it. While local wireless play supports up to 8 players, with 2 players per Nintendo Switch 2 console. And for a global challenge, you can just hop online mode to compete or battle with players from all around the world. In free roam mode, the adventure becomes even more dynamic, so you can meet up with friends anywhere in the game's expansive world and drive around, check the locations on the map, and instantly warp to join them. Races, custom rule battles to scenic road trips. The possibilities are endless in Mario Kart World. And that brings us to Game Chat, which is Nintendo playing catch-up with communications through their Nintendo Switch 2 console. It brings an upgraded online experience to Mario Kart World with built-in microphone on the Nintendo Switch 2. You can voice chat now with friends while racing side by side or sit back and watch each other's game screens. This is something you really haven't been able to do on Nintendo before. Enjoy Game Chat for free with Game Chat welcome offer, and that's up until the 31st of March 2026. But after that, a Nintendo Switch Online membership is going to be required. So if you haven't got that membership, it's actually pretty cheap. They've also introduced the camera play. So Nintendo Switch 2's camera, which is sold separately, your face appears next to your racer, allowing you to see your friends' reactions during online play. So no more me's. Yep. And when playing locally with your family and friends on the same console, a single camera can detect and display all the faces, up to 4 players in the game, enhancing the shared experience. So you only need one camera, which is a really cool idea. They talked more about the courses as well. So there's a lot of courses, and new courses take on brand new tracks like the fast-paced Mario Brothers Circuit, the bustling streets of Crown City, the frosty trails of Starview Peak, which is cool. Starview Peak is an interesting one, and the eerie charm of Boo Cinema, just to name a few of the new ones. Additionally, beloved courses from previous Mario Kart games have been beautifully reimagined, they say, blending seamlessly into the vibrant new world and delivering fresh takes on familiar favorites. Look, I love playing the classic tracks, and I know the cornering, so hopefully they don't change them too much. But I am looking forward to checking out these new tracks, and that Starview Peak looks glorious. There's a lot more characters now too, so you can take, obviously, Mario, Luigi, Peach, Bowser, all the regulars are still there. But there's some unusual new ones as well. Goomba's been introduced, Spike, and even a cow. I don't know where the cow comes from, but hey, you can drive as a cow. I'm in. Let's do it. Let's take on Mario Kart as a cow. There's other interesting additions too. So you can swing by Yoshi's for a taste of Dash food. These grab-and-go meals not only give you temporary speed boost, but also unlock stylish outfits for your character as well. And they're available in the selection screen with a variety of dishes and outfits to discover. You can stop by as you race through Mario Kart World, and that adds an extra element that wasn't in previous games. If you play with the kids, then you'll be happy to know that things like smart steering is back to help you stay on this track. Also, auto acceleration. My kids always take their fingers off the button constantly, and so they just stop in the middle of the track and wonder what's going on. So you just turn that acceleration on, and that helps them along the way. Tilt controls, if you're using the motion-based steering, is back as well, and you can customize your driving experience pretty easily. You can also pair it with the Joy-Con 2 wheel accessory, which they had them for the Nintendo Switch, but these ones look a little bit more impressive than those ones. The original ones look like they were just 3D printed or something, but these actually look like they do stuff. So I'd be interested to see how these ones work, but to me, I don't know, I just prefer using the Joy-Con controller itself with these games. I think that they work much better than trying to use tilt controls and anything fancy. Just that old-fashioned Joy-Con control, and that's the way, Mario Kart, for me, is intended to be played. Look, I've put a link to the full direct up at the website dokidarko.com if you want to go along and check it out, and a transcript of this conversation as well, so you can go and have a look at that as well. I was not as excited at the start for Mario Kart World. I was excited. I was happy to see that they were doing a new Mario Kart game. It was sort of half expected that with a new console you would finally get one, because we've been playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe now for like a crazy amount of time, like 10 years or something. So it is time that they did a new Mario Kart World, and they seem to have really thought about how to build that game from the ground up again and add features for a modern audience, a modern gaming audience that, is busy playing Fortnite and games like that online. How do they integrate that, and how do they make that for people and kids of today? And I think they've managed to do that from an outside view. To get hands-on and actually enjoy it, I think that's the next step. And I'm looking forward to doing that when the Nintendo Switch console launches in what feels like only a few months. When you think about it, is there any better multiplayer experience than Mario Kart. There's a lot of multiplayer games and a lot of games you have a lot of fun with. But when you're sitting down on the couch with 4 people, all looking at the same screen, split screen mode, and all laughing and enjoying the moment and, you know, dropping banana peels and throwing red shells and all those exciting things and pipping someone at the final lap to win first place. I don't think there's a better multiplayer experience than Mario Kart, and certainly not one that has longevity. I often talk about how FIFA is my game in between games. So while I'm waiting for a big game to come out, and then I'll play that. And then while I'm waiting for the next one, I'll go back and play FIFA for a bit. But I often forget, and I think we underestimate the power of a game like Mario Kart to do exactly the same, because that's the other game that you play and you don't even realize you're playing. I think Mario Kart World is going to be that next game. And I think Nintendo really did a great job of explaining and showing that in today's Direct. Of course, don't forget to like and follow and subscribe to the Multiplay podcast, and we'll catch up again with Luke soon as well. But head to dokidarko.com for all the links. Catch you next time.